Okay, good evening. We have the second Div 1 match, or first Div 1 Week 2 match, rather, of the season. Gallant Combatant taking on Team Midnight. Alright.
Yeah, this will be good. So yeah, you mentioned first, well, I believe this is the first Week 2 match we're streaming. So
yeah, I stumbled
I think
over
this
that.
will, yeah. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how these sets of maps start off this week. Whether it will set the scene for future matches too, or yeah.
Yeah. So both teams had a pretty interesting first week. Midnight managed a pretty confident win, 5-2 over Diamantia. I think a match where both teams shuffled their rosters around quite a bit over the course of it. Meanwhile, Gallant Combatant, the smallest team in Div 1 with exactly 4 players, ended up losing in a 9-game match against Lime Soda. There are a lot of ups and downs in that one. So, they've proved not only can they, bully the weaker teams in the seeding tournament, they've got the grit to go all the way through a really, really long set against a top grade team. Be interested to see how they approach Midnight, because they're a team with a very different typical loadout to what Lime Soda run.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so obviously we're starting off here on Rainmaker Starfish. So yeah, I mean, it did change a few months ago. Not a huge amount, but it has kind of affected the path that teams choose to take though on this, I believe. So.
Yeah, definitely. There's a left push that's possible now, isn't there? Maybe I'm misremembering. There certainly wasn't one before the changes.
I think it is. I think it's difficult to pull off though. Yeah, most people tend to go the usual way, but.
We do have Midnight bringing out the double roller comp we've seen in the past.
Okay.
And seeing that main power up on a vanilla Splattershot Pro again, although this time it's Juz running it rather than Atomic, who is running that gold dynamo roll. Medical going down. Muffin gets taken out as well though, but Gallant Combatant looking pretty confident here.
Yeah, so already 3 down the side of Midnight. I think the 4th one just went down too, so
no hesitation once Billy's picked up the Rainmaker, going for the left push.
The curling bomb as well, creating a nice path, but really getting taken out as soon as they enter that court area there.
Played by Juice there. Didn't take the bait when Les was acting as a decoy, it just went, no, I only care about the Rainmaker.
Yeah, it's got to stop that push straight away. And
now Billy left as the only player up on Gallant Combatant, and they've just had to give a bunch of ground. Still, early days, no real distance has been set.
Yeah, T-Tech dropping down from that overlook though and going straight for the Rainmaker again. So
very effective. However, when we've still got a numbers advantage there on Midnight's side, that Inkjet might give them pause for thought though. Jules gets the pop though, and Medical just goes for it. Fresh from the respawn, I believe Medical was carrying before.
Yeah, so Medical again going for that and getting very nice, healthy 22.
Oh, and Yasuna tried to sort of swoop in and steal the Rainmaker at the last minute, but got destroyed by the pop. Perhaps a little bit too greedy, or they didn't quite expect it to burst. Still, I like that attitude. Very can-do.
And that Splattershot Pro that managing to take out the Rainmaker, so pretty much people just going in straight away. And
less point censored. So we do have that Inkjet ready though on their Tenta Tech. At the very least, they're probably going to be able to do some damage with it, and Midnight are going to have to be a little more careful. Muffin there pushed off into the corner. They do have their own Inkjet ready though, and out it comes.
Very nice shot there on the Rainmaker, stopping that push from happening at all really. And now,
Yasuna buys time very nicely there. The pop happens, but it's still it's given Medical time to get back up on that snipe. It's that terrifying charger play.
Oh yeah, Medical's a very good charger. I've even seen some frontlining from that charger before, so definitely scary to go up against there.
Never mind, I had some false alarms about who was where. So after all that, the Rainmaker times out and resets.
Yeah, so
unfortunately we've had a disconnect. It looks like Billy's gone.
That probably is gone.
Unfortunate. I think though that there's not really anything to be done about it because Midnight have already set a score past 30. So Gallant Combatant, unfortunately, do just have to deal with it. They've got to put up with the fact that they're down only 3 players against 4 and do their best. And they are doing a pretty good job, all things considered. That Dynamo Roller is just showing just how devastating it can be to deal with in that pushing it for Rainmaker shield. Midnight perhaps getting a little bit greedy.
Yeah, so this will give. Well, I guess Gallant's going to go for the reset here. So I mean,
push it all the way to the middle if they've only got 3 players anyway.
Yeah, that makes it very difficult indeed. So they have gone down 1 player, which is unfortunately 2 down for them. It's 3 down now.
And it means that, like Atomic has so much more license to just use the indirect fire options that the Dynamo has, because there's less and less chance for you to get blindsided by someone if you're just paying attention to trapping. But there we go. Muffin gets a nice pair, and then Yasuna does a good job of distracting. In fact, takes down 2. And then gets a 3rd. Wow.
Taking the lot,
That's astonishing. That's a clean wipe there on Gallant Combatant. All from the same
way. So Midnight wasting no time now. We just, may as well just go for it. Just be there, dropping right down and taking out Medical again. Sorry, that was less B. I read that wrong.
That push does get stopped. But really, at this point, the play we were seeing from Muffin right before Yasuna went ham on them. that's what is what we need to see. And I do feel that Gallant Combatant, as slim as their odds are, I think they do have a chance.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, Yasuna just proving that the reset strategy isn't going to work for Gallant Combatant. So they're just going to have to carry that Rainmaker all the way across.
Yeah,
well,
Inkjet pushing right
now,
into mid there, trying to get some
yeah,
picks.
here we go. And Medical Stingray's coming out. Opting for a pick on a support player, but of course Yasuna is there to just dunk that Rainmaker. Of course, once it was down to 3v4, we were all pretty sure it was a foregone conclusion. But nonetheless, Gallant Combatant did put up a fight. They didn't get knocked out, and they didn't even really get close to getting knocked out, apart from once very early after the DC.
Yeah, heavy work there from that T-Tech in particular, so... Yeah, I feel like the result could have been a lot different if it wasn't for that unfortunate DC.
Philly had been doing work up to that point. Like I was half expecting the team to fold with their that cancer support gone. So props to them for keeping it together. Hopefully they'll have better luck with their net in the rest of this set.
Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, I don't know if there's much more to say about that match, but I guess moving on. Hopefully things work on now as we go to Splat Zones and Wahoo.
I'm expecting to see the Dynamo return here, honestly.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
It's so scary on a map with such a tiny zone. You can it's almost like being back in back in Splat 1. It's like playing Salt Spray.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a Dynamo flinging at the zone, and it's gonna be the Dynamo's zone until the Dynamo's been forcibly removed.
Yeah, I feel like anything that kind of acts as a mid-line to long-range weapons is also kind of scary on this map. If you're a short-range weapon especially, so... yeah, just because you can't... the zone... I don't know, it's interesting. It's a round zone, but it does kind of feel a bit larger than it probably is, in a way. I guess because you've got all those side entries and... Yeah.
It can just turn like that. It's very easy to flip.
Yeah.
And that's not actually that common with one zone maps these days.
For sure. Yeah, so we'll probably see... I would expect to see bubbles at least in the comps somewhere. They usually tend... bubble is nearly an instant cap if done right. Yeah, I guess we'll see as we get into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how we go. Okay, here we are. And Kansas Sloshing Machine. I like. And no Dynamo. We're opting for a heavy Splatwing Deco instead. Hard to say that that's the thing you can fault on this map, really.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, see, we've got Rain as well, we've got the bubbles there as well from Midnight. Both teams can go for a Stingray as well, which is interesting, but
one down early on Gallant Combatant, but they've got armor. Medical is just this terrifying presence there. And Gallant Combatant, unfortunately, having range problems. We'll see whether that Stingray can result that for them.
Yeah, so as soon as Gallant brought out their Stingray, Medical was there ready to counter that within a second of that other one coming out, so...
Muffin there doing work. Getting rid of those bubbles, managing a trade. It's a bit unfortunate they couldn't manage better, but that's still great news for Gallant Combatant. Yeah, I think Subel there with the inkjet pretty much securing the capture.
Yeah, so getting some pressure on the scoreboard. Don't have a whole lot needed to get that short lead there, and they are looking very comfortable at the moment.
So really, this is now unfortunately for Midnight a situation where they're going to have to worry about getting back in.
Yeah, for sure. Got that pro kind of overextending there nearly, it looked like.
We're at 2v2. Medical's got to come all the way back from spawn though. That's local number superiority for Gallant. Didn't stop Midnight getting the cap.
Yeah, so Atomic kind of... It looked like Atomic that on their own, actually. And even brought out those bubbles after capping the zone to help a bit.
The heavy Splatling is a force to be reckoned with. Once you've got it charged up, it can just paint.
Yeah, so just like that, Midnight have turned this straight back around. And got that roller going, straight into that spawn area there. Waiting
Spawn
for
rate.
Gallant members to jump down. Well, it is sort of going around the side now, but
That Tentactech doing a good job of being patient and waiting for their chance, but Jules just shoots it out of the sky. Undercover, meanwhile, also just gets flanked and sniped by Medical while the Pro kept it busy. Midnight get their overtake, and it's like they're not even having their stride broken.
yeah, I mean, we did see a wipe just earlier from Gallant, so it's going to make that very difficult now to get back in there. They really only got one chance to cut the zone before time runs out, but...
And Yasuna doing a great job of just wasting Gallant's time. Lurking at the zone, looking at spawn exit, forcing them to waste, to deal with the roller before they can get in the zone. Okay.
Oh, so here we go. Will they
Okay,
get
with
it?
Atomic down, that's easily going to be a recap.
Very nicely played, yeah.
Well,
So we
there
had
was-
all four of them coming in from that same direction there and just taking over that area again, so just in time as well.
There was every chance that that Midnight could have actually held that and recaptured without it resetting. Still.
Yeah, for sure. It looked very close there indeed. Yeah, Midnight seem to have no issues capping it back. It's like when they do it, it's nearly instant.
All on the paint. That splashdown does a lot of work, but it's not enough this time around, and unfortunately, Les getting perhaps a bit panicked. Jumps onto the zone. Maybe they were hoping for their teammate splashdown to have gotten the pick on too.
Yeah, that would have, I guess, been the ideal situation there for them. Yeah, once again, Midnight here, have the zone. Kind of just sitting on there as well, just defending it from there.
Yeah, this is Gallant's last opportunity, really. Midnight pulls their ray out, and we get the counter ray coming. Let's see how we go. Medical. Oh, I see a splat bomb there. Punishes the splashdown with it. Wow. That's pretty fine timing there.
Yeah, so once again, Gallant have the zone, and yeah, a bit of back and forth in a way. It has felt like Midnight's been a little bit better at just securing the zones much quicker and then getting more control over it. But
a much better job of owning it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's now looking quite fragile, and they've not really got many more attempts to get in there.
Yeah, the roller kind of just overextended there and went down as well, and Pro also going down, so they seem to be a little bit,
their own medicine. I think Gallant have managed to engineer a situation where the way that the objective represents all to their favour.
Yeah, 3 going down right in that very same spot, trying to just rush back in, so yeah. Gallant taking advantage of just that kind of, those panicking seconds in the end there, from Midnight, I'm guessing.
Yeah, very well played by Gallant Combatant. Midnight, unfortunately, not adequately using the lead that they had. Yeah, very unfortunate getting caught in that staggered spawn. So that's 1-0 there in. Oh, sorry, 1-1 rather. Yeah.
Yeah, very close though. Like, yeah, I do think Gallant did a better job at like dealing with, I guess, the higher pressure situations of, you know, the time sensitive ones even. You know, like, you know, we saw Midnight get it down right down to 6 before we saw Gallant. You know, they came in all from the same direction, turned into a situation where if Midnight weren't all in one group, then they were already disadvantaged. So I think that worked out. Yeah, so despite Midnight getting those quicker caps, in the end, I think Gallant just played it a bit more carefully, I guess, which I guess worked out in the end.
Well, of course, I guess the other thing too was that in Midnight's case, they had all their painting in like 2 baskets, not 1 basket, but you know, like Atomic and well, actually, it was really just like Atomic was so much of the paint power because you know, the rest of their team was, you know, Splat Charger, which, you know, obviously when Medical can get rid of players, that's an advantage, but not so great at actually putting the ink down in the first place. The Splat Roller on Yasuna, and that's terrible. I've actually forgotten their last Splat Shot Pro. Which,
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, vanilla one.
Terrible ink efficiency, no bomb. You know, has to struggle to outpaint. So once they were out of the zone, getting back in meant that they pretty much had to get a wipe. They couldn't contest it while they were coming from their own spawn.
Yeah. So we do have Midnight there subbing out a player. We've got Luke jumping in, who is also, I believe, a Charger player. So
yes,
interesting to see who goes with what in
Medical's
terms
still in
of.
play. They've run double Charger in the past.
Yeah, they certainly have. So whether they'll, I mean, I'm not familiar with if either of them actually play many other weapons, but I guess we'll have to find out.
We're going to see. You know, of
I mean, it
all
is
the
Tower,
maps
so...
here, I feel Tower, Tower Inkblot's not a terrible map to try that out.
To try double charger? Yeah, I would agree. I think it can definitely work here, especially with those two. Both very scary charges, so... let's see what we have
And
here.
indeed,
There it
we are
is.
seeing an identical loadout here. 2 splat charges. That's, you know... Oh boy, that head ray. And that's very interesting actually. If you look at that gear, Blue running Stealth Jump and Tenacity. So perhaps looking to get a bit more aggressive, getting people's faces.
Oh, okay. Tenacity and Stealth on the same thing, that's interesting.
yeah, not orthodox in any way. Gallant Combatant get the best of all the early combat. But of course, we've got this, you know, this, as Goy has reminded us, essentially that anchor-heavy team comp, in this case 2 splat charges. There's room for them to just pick off Gallant as they try and push that tower. Yasuna now just rolling around on that tower and almost getting away with it.
Yeah, so I do feel like Midnight, I think Midnight's is a very defensive focus comp, you know, double Stingray, double Charger situation. I think they've got the defense down packed, but it's going to be interesting with them trying to, you know, push the tower, especially. I don't know if their comp really favours getting much map control either.
No,
so
you give up so much painting when you've got 1 weapon without a bomb, 2 weapons with a special that essentially doesn't paint at all, and 1 weapon with no range. It's very difficult for you to influence what's painted where. So really, they're going to have to rely on the fact that the chargers are able to, you know, get those splats without needing the turf necessarily in the first place. Certainly, Jules is going to have to do a lot of work because they're the only player on the team who's comfortable at both medium and short range. And of course,
so we did just see 3 down there on the side of Gallant, but then the one last player was actually doing a flank from behind and managed to take out 1 player. But having said both charges like were on the tower for a second there.
Yeah, aggressive power, all that chip damage there from the fizzy bombs, from the splashdown. That Kensa sloshing machine was a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, been seeing a lot of those lately, so it's no surprise at all that we're seeing that here as well. But yeah, Stinger coming out. Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult to see. I don't know whether Midnight's gonna be able to get the tower very far, honestly.
The problem they have is that they've when they've gotten the wipes, all it's done is sort of opened up, so like the game is finally neutral again. They're able to get into the mid at all. Whenever Gallant Combatant have had their team up and running, they've just been constantly on the offensive. Yeah,
I got that counter Stingray coming out, and Luke repositioning to try and deal with that. Did we have... Oh, another Stingray coming out there, so both Stingrays getting used from Midnight.
That's the advantage of running 2 splat charges, you do have a lot of Stingray potential. Luke going down though, that 10-stack doing excellent work, skirmishing, getting in their faces, and where really, this is looking fire for Midnight.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, got Muffin there pushing right up onto their base area there. Does it take out in the end, but...
The consolation prize is that Gallant have let the tower slip a little bit. It was going back... Oh, I see. We have also...
So there we have the jet and
a pretty recent one, though. I'm pretty sure it's well after the rematch time, so... Nonetheless, disappointing to see it, you know, so badly affected this match by it. Juz and Yasuna doing their best, but when you're up against 3 people and there's a Stingray smashing you, really, what can you expect? So a bit of a disappointing finish to with I guess the one sort of consolation, well, not the silver lining, I guess, is that Gallant were looking quite dominant throughout that, even before the disconnect.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure that the final result.
I don't think it sort of stole the match for them, but it's still it's deeply disappointing to have it just make it clear that there was never going to be any possibility of Midnight getting a comeback there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even though it seemed like the result was weighted towards Gallant getting that, it would have been, I don't know, just disconnects always just seemed to get rid of that integrity of winning the game, I guess. So. But regardless, that's 2 games now to Gallant Combatant and 1 to Midnight so far. And fortunately that's 2 disconnects already. So from 2 different players too,
and all of them outside of the rematch criteria as well. Like it wouldn't be anywhere near as frustrating if it had just let okay, knock us out and try again. but both times it's been... Well, sorry, one time it's been after a great score was set, and the other time it was just too late in the match. Well, I guess perhaps the answer is to just play faster, get that knockout.
Yeah.
Alright, well, it's the first
so
clans of the
like...
evening, and... Well, I mean, if there's any clams map that's knockout friendly, it's Humpback.
Oh, for sure.
So open, you can just run around, get straight to the basket. The only thing that's going to slow you down is the other team.
Pretty much. Very important to have mid control. It just makes things so much... Like, it just makes a huge difference on this type of map where... I mean, the baskets aren't even that far from mid. Like, you're in mid and then you're at the basket, essentially, so...
Yeah, you've got... I get so many different points on the map where it's quite viable to get that power clam throw off, and it's very difficult for the defenders to cover all of them at once. Yeah,
for sure. You do occasionally see, the occasional sneaky push from the side. Usually it's played by something like a brush, for example.
Yeah, or something with curling bombs just cuts across the spawn.
Yeah. But I guess that's more so if the other team's not really in a position to stop that. I think if the other team's all in mid, for example, I think can make it very difficult to actually stop that kind of push. You basically have to have someone up there to stop you. So that can be viable as well. But let's see what we got.
Some interesting adjustments on both teams. Foil Squeezer there for Midnight as their sole bubble weapon, and wow, check out Gallant Combatant. No bubbles, no ball. Oh wait, one ball. We got nothing on the Kensa Killers.
Oh yeah.
Clearly they're playing to their own plan. They're not just going to go, okay, we'll just do what's popular.
Yeah, so Atomic and Medical there on this side there. Oh, Atomic going in with...
Yasuna just slapping down that power clam. And oh wow, no, just picks it up in time and we've got a break.
Yeah, but not sure if we can get much more from this. If Medical get it in,
Medical says maybe.
Point.
Yes, Medical gets the juggled.
Makes a super claim just in time.
Yes. Oh wow.
Very well executed. Considering Gallant was all around that area, and then
so much paint, and they had all the players.
Yeah, just one shot from the sniper made the path, and just having the clams there, very convenient. But let's see, we've got the roller. They're coming in right. Oh, coming in right from the side there, but
yeah,
not necessarily for a push.
Gallant just conserving their specials.
Not taking out two though.
Yeah, Midnight have a real chance here. They've got the clams, but not quite in position. So it looks like that's just going to go back to you. Muffin's Baller comes out and looks like they're going to try and go for a crush on the Squeezer. Oh wow, they managed to just avoid and get the kill after getting broken out of their baller. Well played them.
Yeah, wow. Muffin wasn't carrying the only 5 clams at the time though, so yeah, I'm not sure whether that achieved a whole lot.
No, you're right there.
I mean, they do need to get a little bit more control in mid, I believe, to be able to make things happen, which Midnight are doing a very good job of keeping that,
Clam advantage thoroughly on Midnight's side. Yasuna goes for the super jump splashdown. Downside, of course, being that you can't get that guaranteed super clam throw. But it looks like that Jet Scorcher gets a bit overconfident, drops down. Well, no, there we go.
Yeah, that's a wipe. So this will give, Gallant an option just to go straight in with that, although Medical's already in position to try and stop it, but it really does go in.
They get the tie. They've still got someone there with small clams, and that's it. Muffin's making it happen.
They're still going too, I believe. Oh, Muffin looking for some clams over the side.
So back in time, as long as they don't get intercepted. And that Stink Jet is just causing so much havoc for Midnight's side.
Muffin being another one in, buying some more time. We've got the T-Tech they're coming from the side as well.
Yeah.
Does go though. But
and
does
Billy
get a couple
getting
in.
even more in.
Wow.
Okay, I think that's it. Gallant don't have anyone nearby, but wow, what a push.
So yeah, a 91-point push. That's pretty impressive.
Especially when it was looking like it was going to be only a 39 push for quite a long time before the small clans came in.
Yeah, for sure. Midnight, interestingly enough, still seem to have a bit more map control, I think, in that mid area. So I don't think it's going to be too difficult for them to try and
As long as they don't get flustered, they've still got
they did
90
just drop that
seconds before
clan.
overtime hits. The
Yeah.
problem is that they need to both maintain that control of the center and also harvest clans. And they've got to do all this up against a team that's got a reasonable edge over them in close quarters combat.
And that being said as well, to get to the lead, Midnight's going to need, at least 3 super clans and quite a few additional clans too.
Well, it looks like they just don't have quite enough right now. Maybe they're relying on clan spawns to get them there. They've got the bubbles going in.
But that's super clan hold going
Yasuno gets
anyway.
a splashdown pop, but it doesn't actually polish anybody off.
Unfortunately misses the basket too. It was under a bit of pressure there.
Oh, and it landed high, so not any chance at all of it getting reclaimed. Once again, I feel it's a bit of an error to use your power clam holder as the super jump initiator if they're going to be running that splashdown, because it means that after they've... Oh, okay, cool. Well, I've been corrected on a point of fact here. But still, very interesting how it played out there.
Yeah, oh wow, as soon as they're going down mid splashdown to the T-deck. Sorry, I lost sense my direction for a second there. We do have a jump coming in from Midnight. Medical does get that super clan in. And Glenn have 3 down, so this could be a...
Oh yes, we've had another disconnect.
Oh.
And once again, way too late in the game to even begin to entertain it, but objective pressure here is brutal. We get the super jump, but Medical falls only just short. And Gallant Combatant hold it together, albeit with a tremendous score advantage in the least overtake-friendly mode, but still, managing that 3v4 win is not to be sneezed at. Well played.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when like Midnight were close to renewing that time just as it emptied out. So, oh man, good job to Gallant for just holding it together right at the end there. And yeah, unfortunately 3 DCs now. Not having a good run with those today.
No, not at all. Very frustrating to see this coming out. But yeah, at this point we really, that's, rules being what they are. We've just got to soldier forward. You know what? Yeah, and like they always seem to strike really late. Still, it's off to Marco Mart now. We've got a second Rainmaker match. Given how thoroughly the first one was impacted by its disconnect, I'm not sure I really have a read on how the two teams are going to approach this and who's got the edge, honestly.
I'm not too sure either, to be honest. So obviously, with the DC in game 1, but I don't know. I think Midnight seemed to be doing. Sorry, was it Midnight? Yeah, Midnight were doing pretty well in that, regardless. I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Midnight had the edge before the disconnect hit in Starfish. Certainly, they'd set a 20. And Gallant didn't come even close to that. In fact, I think Gallant's best score might even have been after the disconnect hit in that match. They never got any real distance. So I guess we'll see. Let's say Midnight have the edge here, and see how it plays out.
See what we got here. Got a pro there coming out. Ends up Splat Charge and Roller coming out there from Midnight. Yeah, both teams with a Stingray, which not a bad idea.
Rainmaker on a map where you've got so many ways to block off direct line of sight, Stingray is even nicer than it normally is. Medical gets a break on the shield, I believe, but realises they can't win that head-to-head fight even against the close undercover.
Yeah, so Gallant opting to pick up the Rainmaker, going down shortly later to that Roller, who was in a really good position to stop that. Now, in a difficult position there, going down, they can get a bit defensive.
Muffin getting tremendously aggressive there and making it work. You get the top in Midnight's favour, but I don't think they can do anything with it.
No, so really they're deciding to pick up again. Muffin setting a bit of a path there, but they are coming under a bit of fire.
Yeah, they do have the spawn staggered, but at the same time the spawn timing is about as bad as it could possibly have been.
Yeah, they did have an Inkjet and a Stinger coming out at the same time to try and be a bit of a support, but weren't able to get it overly far, so...
That said, 34 is not to be sneezed at, and they might sneak better. Oh no, there we go. Solidly denied.
Yeah. So it looks like Medical's been a dedicated carrier a bit there for Midnight.
Well,
so
I
then the
guess
other
they
match too.
they don't want to be stuck in a situation where they've given up too much close range firepower, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure. It does make a lot of sense. You say it that way, yeah.
And Medical,
So,
they're realising they need to be a bit patient. And then falls into the fizzy bomb trap. Very, very, very
ouch.
So Gallant looking quite happy now. Probably gonna get back on the offensive soon enough. Juz is fireworks, detonating in midair after a mostly successful super jump attempt back to base.
So sooner they're going straight in with the Curling Bomb, taking out both the... I believe they do that both the Rainmaker and another player there.
And then Muffin though keeps it alive to Gallant. Oh boy,
Doesn't
and
end up trading that pro.
The Ray is going to force a retreat there, and in fact picks up the splat, so this could be the opening that Midnight need. Both teams pretty much just coming back from spawn right now. Medical wastes no time in grabbing.
Yeah, so well, having a mid right now.
Jules goes down, but he's playing this very cleverly. Allowing the Rainmaker to be the decoy. This attrition could work out in Midnight's favour if they can keep up this pace.
Yeah, I mean they are 2 down at the moment, but we do see play jumping straight back in to try and out there, and yeah, Gallant kind of all grouped up there in the street. They do have that sloshing machine going in, doing that slosh down. I think they took out the... They took out the pro, I think I saw that.
Yeah, the pro picked up the Rainmaker and got smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing that Midnight is struggling with here is that Gallant, their short to medium range firepower is so intimidating.
Yeah.
Midnight really need a special to crack them when they're trying to get in. And the problem is that when Medical is their preferred Rainmaker carry, that means that they can't use the Ray to make a Rainmaker push work unless they want to give it to someone else.
Yeah, for sure. So both players did use their Stingeray just then, so if either team get a push now, Stingrays will be out of the equation there. Well, Medical, they're picking it up.
And it looks like all alone in blue turf.
Decides to go the other way, but the inject
comes out. Medical's still there, but taking splash damage, and down they go.
That inject coming out the right time.
Just has to go back and grab the Rainmaker, and now Muffin's had time to respawn and get into position. I still think Midnight have a chance here. Medical gets the super jump, gets the grab, but Juz is down, and there's long range firepower coming out from spawn.
Falling 2 points short of the lead, but just
like feet on the ground down below would have been enough to get that. The splashdown comes up from Yasuna, but it doesn't affect the Rainmaker shield. It must have only just been out of range. With Yasuna down, is that the end of the dream? No! Midnight's still jumping in.
I'm seem to see how Gallant handle this, where they're just gonna try and make the Rainmaker just sit there. Jazz picks it up though.
Picks it up and gets their feet down, but don't quite make it. Oh no!
I honestly expected that
so
to possibly
I guess perhaps they were making the same assumption, and Yasuna's still there, but now that Billy knows they're there, it's not moving.
1 point in this, the Rainmaker's sort of just sitting there. If Midnight somehow managed to get the pop here.
Yeah, Gallant aren't going to do the pop, and Midnight can't win a tug of war, so that's it. It's all done, but wow, what a gutsy move there. Whoa.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, Gallant probably didn't expect anyone to be able to get to that Rainmaker, hence why they left it there. But just nearly pulling off that sneaky move there.
I mean, they pulled off the grab and they got so close to the overtake. I didn't see whether they managed to tie it or whether it was just the 35, but either way,
I think it just...
That's one of those moments where you just wish you'd packed ink resistance.
Yeah, for sure. That honestly could have made the difference there.
Or even just a slightly better jump rather than just dropping to the ground. Clearly, that's the thing, they knew they were going to come under fire the moment they made the grab. So perhaps they were also worried about getting shot mid-air before they could touch the ground at all. That's going to discourage you from jumping. So, that must have been an intensely frustrating experience for Midnight. Sort of get bullied and stuck in this irritating defensive medium game for so long. and then have your one good push kind of fall apart, and then have this last little redemption option dangled in front of you, only to have it whisked away at the last minute, and now you're facing match point with only one.
Oh man. Well, that being said, Gallant now up 4 points, so probably sitting pretty comfortably at the moment. They obviously don't want to, just let it get, like, they don't want to slacken off now. They obviously just want to take this out as soon as possible, I'd assume. So.
They can afford to lose quite a few more games, but they don't want to.
No.
I feel as well, Splatzone's Muscle Forge is going to play to their strengths a little better. They've been doing a lot of solid work with that Cancer Sloshing Machine, just dominating the spaces and taking advantage of its ability to, sort of disrespect verticality issues.
Yeah, for sure.
So we see Luke jumping in.
I think that was in place.
Medical has subbed out.
Yeah, that's what I was checking for. So
I'm expecting
probably
a 5-in Splat Charger here.
I would agree
Obviously,
with that.
the splash wall's handy. You can use it on the bridges. You can use it on the flanks, and no one's ever going to turn their nose up at a suction rush in a Splat Zones map.
Exactly.
That thing's just brilliant.
Definitely, 100%. I think for both kit options there, I would think the 5-in would be the correct option here. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else do we see. Billy's been going consistently with the Ken's Undercover Brother, so
making it work pretty well.
So I wouldn't think that would change. Yeah.
I think Midnight here need to find a way to get on the front foot. Their lockout game is strong once they can make it work, but that hasn't worked to their advantage in any of the sort of the running battle modes, apart from that very first Rainmaker game. Obviously, Splat Zones the last time round, they had the problem of a disc. Oh no, that was the one disconnect-free game. And they had the problem where, as much as they were pretty good at locking out, they had no way of breaking back in from the lockout that Gallant imposed on them.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a pretty big part of it. Like, even if you can, once you're in, you can lock the other team out. I guess it's ideal to be able to get back in as well if you're in the opposite situation there. So I think you're right with, but that's something that Midnight has been struggling with, is just getting back in once they are the ones that are actually locked out. So, and especially for a zones map like this, they're going to have to overcome that, I think.
And a different change up. We've got a ballpoint Nouveau coming out.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's from from Luke here,
Meanwhile, Gallant Combatant only making minor tweaks. Imperi Splat Jellies are a smart pick though. I like it. Then you've got the curling bombs, you kind of flank around the sides a bit easier, and then obviously the inkjets work pretty well here too. Gallant have just been devastating with their inkjets this match.
For sure,
Very forward with that ballpoint, and I think this is what Midnight might need as well. It's got that capacity to just destroy things at long range, but being able to also get into people's faces is very valuable when your big problem has been the fact that you started falling apart when the other team's done that to you.
Yeah, we got Muffin there. Coming up the inkjet, going down shortly after there.
Getting punished there too. Yasuna still up there on his own though. Forced to burn their splashdown for survival though. Doing neutral. But it's looking pretty nasty for Midnight. Luke gets one, but then Muffin is just left completely unscathed with the Emperors.
Yeah, good comic there, trying to get back in, and Buller's onto the zone. Does go. Oh, okay. I expected him to go down the strip there nearly, but
and in fact, that's less removed as well. Cat though still very much in Gallant's favour, even with all that good work from Atomic.
Yeah, so T-Tech there being forced back after they were straight there, and that Slosher Decker pushing right in. It was the T-Tech was marked as well, so...
And Midnight do deny the overtake.
So they're doing a bit better at coming back in at this point, and now that they're in their initial position to defend, this will be their strength right now.
They've burned through their penalty, they've got a chance to score here, but the inkjet comes out now, and with, that's a nice clean cap there for Gallant. 2 down on Midnight. And they're not really in great positions either.
No, so Slosher Deco, they're kind of dropping down to the street, but comes under fire by 3 players there.
And then the ball point left exposed and unable to handle the fire from... Actually, I think that might have been the Dapple, the Imperies rather.
Yeah,
and
got that
here
roller
it is
trying
again, so like at this point, Midnight need to be patient. They've got to just let that overtake happen and find a good opportunity to get back in. Here we go,
sure.
and that flank is the hit. And now Atomic getting very aggressive with their baller, chasing all the way off to the side, and then a nice
does manage to get really, but does get taken out.
Yeah, Gallant retreating now back to spawn, and Midnight have got a chase again.
Yeah, so I think we're seeing a little bit of back and forth here with the zone. So I can't really call which way this is going to go, but at this point it looks like Midnight might manage to get the lead back. Oh, but just
it's so close.
Short.
And now with all that ink coming out, I think Gallant, just managed to get the paint at the time they needed it. Midnight really had a chance there.
Still can't call it though. It's still a minute and a half left, and just constant back and forth here. Atomic there on their street. Oh, does get pinched though. Gets taken out by Muffin. So Midnight, I guess, going to be trying to be careful as they come back in, but they're pro. Oh, it does trade with those Imperies in the end there.
Yeah, but here we go. We've just got Silver's Inkjet once again. It just I was going to say Gallant's chestnuts out of the fire, but Gallant weren't even in trouble. This is just letting them convert from an advantage to a knockout.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So Gallant very strong there.
Yes, they could see the finish line and they just decided to sprint.
Yeah, we're done, guys.
Yep.
That's what Gallant was. But
well,
interesting that we saw all that back and forth before that kind of strong finish there.
It's a bit unfortunate to see this match so frequently marred by net issues. Especially net issues that our rules say are just, too bad, you're done.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate that there has to be rules in place for this.
Effectively, it was like the disconnects decided it won all. Realistically, like the disconnect on Gallant's side sealed the Rainmaker Starfish match in Midnight's favour, and then Midnight's disconnect essentially just locked them out of being able to succeed in the tower control game. And then the other one, fortunately, impressively, it was so late and against such a large advantage that Gallant were able to win even though they lost their player. But
so was that the only DC that Gallant had was on that Clams match?
And on the very first one, Rainmaker on Starfish.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
But still, they kept it together when that happened. And of course, once the Net Gremlins started behaving themselves, they played a very confident game in Rainmaker on Marco Mart. They were left themselves open to the cheekiest of cheeky overtakes.
Oh man,
but
that was so
for
close
90% of that game, they were
result.
they were entirely on the front foot. They were doing everything right, and the fact that they weren't punished for that is I don't think that unfair. And then in zones, which was looking very even, very back and forth, they just managed to turn it on at the right moment and capitalize on the weakness that they'd noticed in Midnight of just having difficulty getting back in. So
yeah, for sure.
Well done to Gallant Combatant as Hero is saying, a close match, a dominant performance from Gallant in the end, but a very close match. Congratulations to Midnight for making them work for it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was very enjoyable to watch a lot of those matches, despite some of those DCs, some very, very close games. So I hope you guys all enjoyed that as well as we probably did.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. That's it from us tonight. We will have a few more bits and pieces for you over the rest of this week. Our streaming schedule might be a little bit inconsistent. We'll have to have a chat with each other. But at the very least, we have one very neat match queued up for a premiere soon. Already commentated by Goizord and Shido, I believe. So I believe that's Kaio versus T slots. I think so.
Sounds familiar. Yeah, I
Um,
think it would be those ones.
Yeah, no, I've given it the once over, and there's some pretty nice stuff in there. So look out for that one. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and we will catch you later.
Have a good night.